What are your thoughts on this new Honkai TFT game? Oh, I think it looks bad, in my opinion. I don't, not trying to like spark any like just drama or anything like that. I personally wouldn't play it. Like I like Pokemon systems and stuff like that. The reason why I wouldn't play it is because of for one, it's another Hoyo game, and I'm already playing like what, three of them. And if you know the pattern of Hoyo, they have one game, it pops off, and then they release a new game, and then that old game said, which was Genshin Impact, they stop caring, they get lazy in development there, and then all the changes that people wanted in Genshin, they put over in Star Rail. Then that's the new hotness. Star Rail's popping off and everything. People are saying the devs listen. They're Honkai Star Rail people are even saying Genshin could never, like the community's fighting themselves. And then they released Zenless, which kind of is still trying to find its audience. It's not really doing too well. It's obviously not as popular as the other big ones. And it does have some quality of life features that it does have over Star Rail and Genshin, which is nice. Like it seems like they keep quality of life in each other game over each other, but it's still somewhat underrated. That's probably why it has a lot of fan service and stuff like that. But out of all the games, it has like the best combat, best animations, visuals, and stuff like that. And then like obviously what I fear with the new game is they're gonna probably try to focus on that, and then they're probably gonna get lazy with Zenless and stop doing as much improvements as they do. Just like there's a set pattern, like what I just described, is what they keep doing with Hoyo games. And that's why I'm also hoping that people like just voice their concerns in surveys or whatever, and, you know, just talk about like some of the problems that like Zenless has, or like whatever game they're playing, if it has like problems, just don't be afraid to like say it in the surveys or whatever. Like I know there's been like a lot of like, not like a lot, but there's like been some drama going on with people saying like how you can't critique Zenless. There was a I was gonna ask you too about your Deadly Assault scores. There was the recent Deadly Assault. People have noticed. There was a Reddit post. People noticed they were getting a lot. Um, they were getting a lot less scores than what they got from the last Deadly Assault, saying like HP inflation and stuff like that, and then all miasma bosses. And that's something that you guys should probably like voice in the surveys of concern, like, you know, because apparently Zenless has a track record of raising the HP of enemies, HP inflation, and I heard apparently defense inflation. And with that being a thing, defense inflation, they're gonna sell rupture units because next patch is all rupture characters. And rupture characters, if you don't know, they basically ignore defense. Like Ishuanchi ignores defense. That's why they don't that's why you wouldn't use Nicole with Yishuan, because she doesn't need her buffs. Yeah, and the buffs. I forgot to mention the buffs in there are a lot worse from this time around too. They're like more shilly and catered and stuff like that. But yeah, there's a lot of people complaining on the Reddit posts, and the one thing that it's like hard in the Zenless community, because I know Zenless is like a skillful game, like, you know, it takes a lot of skill and stuff like that. It can be hard, challenging, like mid-maxing rotations and stuff. What I've been seeing anytime people try to like criticize like Zenless, like somebody was talking about, there was in one of the posts, somebody was talking about how his scores were lower, and then somebody simply said, I don't know how he exactly said it, but I think he said, "Oh, you just need to get good." And like that's a problem, because from what I've heard, there's a lot of people in the Zenless community that are like that. Like you try to criticize something, and if there's like a problem in the game, like, you know, maybe they don't like miasma, there's HP inflation, they'll try to say that those aren't the problem. They'll say you're the problem. They'll say, "Oh, miasma or HP inflation is the problem, or this boss having an iframe where you can't attack it to get points or clear a time is the problem. You just need to get good." Like that's something that I've been hearing a lot. I hate people like this. Yeah, but it's basically what they call the elitists. Like, I'm not gonna lie too. Another topic too. Uh, you guys probably know who Saint Tontaz is. You probably either like him or don't like him. You probably don't like him because he talks down about ZZZ a lot, and I know most of the ZZZ community doesn't like him because obviously how he talks about it. But he is like critiquing the game. But I'm not gonna lie, in the way he critiques it is wrong. Because he's like, oh, this complete shit in the game. This game is shit. This is why it's ass. Like, just if you just see his whole demeanor and the way he goes about critiquing Zenless, he's still critiquing it, but it's not in a nice way. Like, if you go look at his critique compared to like someone like Gotcha Smack, Gotcha Smack, his critiques are reasonable and not like, they don't come off as like rude. Like, Saint Totaz's critiques come off as like, he's obviously trying to rage bait, but like the way he's going about it is probably the reason why most people won't accept his critiques or don't really like him. Yeah, that's why I don't like him. Tectone at least is fair. Yeah, Tectone is fair too, yeah. This is what I hate about ZZZ bosses. They take way too long to kill at least, and will holograms feel good? Yeah. That right there, that should have been quick. If I was using, I can see where you say that, and some of them do, yeah. But like, this would, would have cleared that faster with an anomaly team. I feel like it was because I was using a full attacker team, and none of them have like the specified buffs. Like, look at the 2 anomaly units right there. They have specific buffs for them in that Hollow Zero. Help devs stop focusing long playtime and more interactive fights. Yeah, I hope the devs don't make the HP inflation get too crazy. Honestly, I want a game that removes the concept of HP entirely. It uses just a break system. I wonder if you're talking about like Monster Hunter. Because Monster Hunter, there's like no HP bar at all. Like, you don't see the HP of the monster at all that you're fighting, but like you can break parts off of it and like stun it and stuff like that. You can tell it's weak when the more like injured it looks and stuff like that. I don't know if you're talking about that. Everyone is immortal, the players and the bosses. Monster Hunter is a good example as well. Yeah, like, I don't see them stopping HP and defense inflation anytime soon, to be honest. Yeah, I don't either. It sucks. It looks like it's an issue, and rupture units are gonna be able to bypass defense and stuff like that. But it kind of seems like the game is going the route that we didn't really want it to go, which is, you know, if you have the newest character, you're having a fun time, but like power creeping a little bit of the old characters. Like, you can see how they're, Miyabi's not power crept, but this boss has a really strong anomaly res. It's funny because right after releasing an anomaly support, which is Yuza, and then another anomaly character, buffing anomaly even more, they're gonna say next patch, yeah, let's nerf anomaly. It's doing too much damage. It's like, come on, bro. They're slowly trying to nerf Miyabi too, with like anti-ice res bosses and stuff like that. Honestly, kind of stopped caring that much about Shiyu and Deadly after realizing how few rewards I'm missing out on not fully clearing it. I don't blame you with that, but I feel like you still should at least care about them, because if you like look into like calculations on like how much pulls you get from like a patch, which is what I look at, they're like a good chunk, maybe 2,000, 3,000, and you know, that's a wise man once said, quoting Tash, a primo gem is a primo gem is a primo gem. And whatever you can get is, yeah, it's, I personally wouldn't miss out on that. Now, if you don't have fun in them and you know you really don't care, like it's fine. Like enjoy the game how you want to enjoy it. But 720. Um, that's not little rewards, especially how frequently they reset. Nameless. Did Ambi's ult just miss? What the? Yeah, this character needs it. This character needs a rework. That's insane. I've even got clips of her missing her skill multiple times. That's crazy. If they wish for long-term playtime, they should do Nikkei style and give the bosses insane amount of HP, but not decreasing the damage players do to it, allowing us to shred the HP, but it will still have too much HP to kill it in the time limit, like you're doing now. Oh, like talking about like the deadly assault. I kind of disagree with that. I don't think they should. I don't think they should. Make a like they already have this mode, like they already have deadly assault, which recently is getting HP inflated. But I think what they should do is to lower the HP of the enemies of certain enemies, or buff all units maybe, because like, or make buffs that aren't as shilly. Because like if you take Wuthering Waves for example, they have there was always the meme where you can solo content with Donjin, like the 4-star, and like a lot of the towers that reset, which is equivalent to the Shiyu defenses, a lot of the towers in there, they used to have like shilly buffs, but now they're making some of the buffs seem more universal. And it's kind of funny because it's like Wuthering Waves is literally looking at the problems that's going on with like Zenless or Genshin or any of them that have like buffs that cater to the newest unit, and they're countering that. Like even though they have a new unit, their buff works with them, but they're making it work with older characters. I think that's what they should do. Like make buffs that are universal that anybody can use, and then not increase the HP so much, because I heard they haven't done that in Wuthering Waves as much. But one thing I have heard where they have increased the HP and they've complained over there, which was the Whimpering Waste, which is their other endgame mode where you clear waves of enemies, and they have buffs that are currently shilling characters like Furlova or Augusta. Like if you have Furlova, you're quite literally steamrolling Whimpering Waste. If you don't, like you can still clear it, but like there's just buffs that cater to Furlova so well, and she works so well in Whimpering Waste. And then now they have like a buff for Augusta specifically. Like I think those are the problems. Like we need to have like buffs that work for everyone and not try to like shield the new unit so hard. Because like in Wuthering Waves, there's a lot of people will say this, there's no power creep in Wuthering Waves. Like there's no absurd power creep or anything like that. Like every agent can clear. Like Gion, who was like the first unit in the game, that dude is still relevant, and he's still getting buffed by some of the units. Like he's gonna get buffed by Yuno, who's coming out, who can buff heavy attack damage. He got buffed by Furlova, who buffs heavy attack damage and does off field. And he even like he's still a top tier used unit. As much as some people try to say he was bad, he's still clearing. And also the same can be said for Jinchi. But like they've released some powerful units recently, but like there's really still not a power creep issue in Wuthering Waves, which shouldn't be a thing in here. Like Miyabi is the only form of power creep in here, I guess, and I guess maybe Yishuan. Nobody's passed Miyabi for a while. Every unit released has been lower than her. But they're slowly trying to push Miyabi out of the way with the attack meta and the rupture meta. They're trying to make non-ice weak bosses. They're trying to nerf an anomaly after like buffing it. I stopped playing Weewa, probably the least amount of fun I've had in this game. Yeah, I remember people say Weewa was bad. I only started playing it. It's alright. I definitely still like Tower more, but I definitely play it just because like the rewards, obviously. Like you gotta play for the rewards. Or if you're like me, like if you're a whale, like hard whaling, you know, it doesn't matter. But like if you're like someone like me, like budget, almost free to play, I do the whimpering whist. For the longest time, I remember I didn't do it though. Miyabi and Yushuan make sense as their Annie. Yeah.